Empathy is the cognitive ability that defines our humanity, our capacity to feel another person's experience as though it were your own. Empathy for another person's happiness and suffering depends fundamentally on recognizing that the other has the same capacities for thought, emotion, desire, intention, and self-awareness as ourselves. Robbing ourselves and others of empathy means taking away our ability to see and understand others outside of ourselves as fully human, our quiet internal way of dehumanizing on scales small and large. We cannot love without it, and its absence from our day-to-day interactions would be utterly disruptive and shame-inducing. The bottom line is this: empathy is the bedrock of all the connection we share as human beings, and the reality is that we are running seriously low on it.
I'd really like to be your friend, though.
I'd like to be your friend, too. We'll last a week.
What was that?
What?
Where'd you just go?
What?
You just went somewhere. There. Where'd you just go?
Nowhere.
We know that empathy thrives when people share their stories. And screen narratives, beginning with films and currently existing in numerous forms, are one of the most valuable tools we have to tell stories. These narratives are judged based on their ability to make the characters and their struggles identifiable to the audience. Even beyond the individual characters, this exercises our empathic muscle, priming us to do more of it even when we aren't watching something.
I just feel like women, they have minds and they have souls as well as just hearts, and they've got ambition and they've got talent as well as just beauty. And I'm so sick of people saying that love is just all a woman is fit for. I'm so sick of it. But I'm so lonely.
Film and architecture have an inherent connection, stemming from the fact that they are the only art forms that can operate on a spatial and temporal wavelength. Architecture conducts the same work a film would, delineating movement, carving a narrative from a kit of parts, crafting a world entirely from one's imagination for others to interact with. There is a structurally inherited connection as well as a shared goal: to structure social process, to forge new space-time relationships. Our engagement with architectural spaces impacts our social interactions, directly and indirectly. Architecture is afforded this capacity for intervening with humans through its envelopment of us, through its relentless presence. So although screen narratives have this direct capacity to tell stories and generate empathy, there are limitations, consumption-based limitations that do not exist for architecture because we live in it. It's clear that screen narratives could be used to elicit empathic interaction, so I ask, how can we get architecture to do the same? It's clear that architecture can be used to provoke shameful and unloving interactions. So I ask once again, what are the ways we can use architecture to teach and breed more empathic ones? To be clear, I don't mean designing with empathy in mind. I mean designing for it, for more of it. As we find ourselves in an increasingly hostile and polarized world, could we imagine a space that could help fight against dehumanization resulting from an empathy deficit?